Are you looking for the best soundbars? In this video, we will look at some of the 7 best soundbars on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Yamaha SR-C20A. This soundbar is small and light enough to be easily taken from room to room, in case your gaming happens in a different space than your cinema viewing. Affordable enough to accompany even the most modestly priced TVs, and more than capable of trouncing the sound your television alone makes. The 100-watt output powers 2 forward-facing full-range drivers and an upward-firing bass driver, and there are a couple of passive bass radiators on board for good measure. The result is a sound that's far broader and deeper than the SR-C20A itself, striking a great balance between detail, refinement, and attack. This Yamaha is unobtrusive, but only in the physical sense. Simon Lucas. Number 2. Flexus Core 200. Klipsch's Flexus Core 200, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends. Sounds way better than it should for the money. Klipsch cut a few corners to lower the cost, namely Wi-Fi support, which leaves out streaming options like AirPlay and Spotify Connect and smart assistants like Alexa. In their place, you'll get notably clear sound, up-firing drivers to provide overhead sound effects with Dolby Atmos content, and surprising gravitas up and down the frequency spectrum for a standalone bar. The Flexus lives up to its name with impressive versatility, including the ability to add wireless surround speakers, a wireless subwoofer, or even a third-party sub via a traditional sub output. You'll also get an app for adjusting audio settings, a handy remote, and most importantly, the satisfaction of knowing you scored great sound for far less than many competitors. Ryan Waniata. Number 3. Samsung HW-Q990C. Samsung's multi-speaker flagship bar has been our favorite Dolby Atmos distributor for multiple iterations. The previous model, the HW-Q990B, was the best we'd ever heard at filling a room with expansive, impactful, and musical sound. The HW-Q990C offers modest improvements, including an upgraded subwoofer for tighter bass response alongside previous extras like the ability to connect wirelessly to select Samsung TVs. This is a pricey system with a more onerous setup than single-piece soundbars, but it's easy to use and offers the best immersion and musicality of any traditional soundbar system I've tested. Samsung has updated this model to the Q990D, which includes upgrades like HDMI 2.1 pass-through for connecting gaming consoles directly. We'll be testing that setup soon, but if you're not connecting gaming systems, I still like the cheaper QN990C while available. Ryan Waniata inputs: 3 HDMI ports, 1 for eARC, optical, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, Alexa. Also great, LG's S95TR 9.1.5 channel soundbar, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends. Doesn't perform as well as Samsung's flagship bar, but it could be a better choice for those with newer LG TVs like the C4, which can connect wirelessly and use its speakers in tandem with the bar for more immersion. It also supports gaming features like 120Hz pass-through, but only includes 1 spare input. Number 4. Vizio M-Series 5.1.2 Soundbar. If you're into console gaming, you know how important it is to detect that opponent creeping behind you in the shadows. This affordable Dolby Atmos soundbar from Vizio, 9 out of 10, Wired recommends, helps you hear every footstep in real physical space. Atmos bars fire sound upward, expanding your TV's soundstage. This means gamers can hear what's going on above them and have a better shot at avoiding that gun-toting helicopter flying overhead. 2 upward-firing rear surround speakers also come in the box. For under $500, it's one of the most affordable Atmos-enabled soundbar bundles you'll find with surround speakers, making it a no-brainer for anyone who values fantastic sound. Number 5. Sonos Beam, Gen 2. Sonos' second-generation Beam doesn't look much different from the first generation, but the sonic upgrade is immense. You get immersive Dolby Atmos interpretation thanks to Sonos' superb onboard audio processing. The bar pairs with both Alexa and Google Assistant, so you can do everything from setting alarms to asking it the weather. Sonos connectivity also means you can use it as part of a multi-room audio system, where it is compatible with every major streaming service. If you want to expand your system, you can add other Sonos speakers as surrounds, and a Sonos-made subwoofer for bass down the line. Check out our best Sonos speakers guide for other options. Inputs: HDMI eARC, Ethernet, IR receiver for TV remote, Wi-Fi. Better immersion. The Bose Smart Soundbar 600 is a great alternative to the Beam, offering true up-firing drivers for more convincing Dolby Atmos effects, alongside surprisingly fun and musical sound. It's only got Alexa built in, but if that's your go-to smart assistant, the 600 is another pint-sized smart bar worth considering. Number 6. Vizio 5.1 Soundbar SE, SV510M, 0806. Vizio soundbars have long been known to bend the basic rules of performance for your dollars, and the 5.1 Soundbar SE, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends, is the latest to personify this reputation. At just around $200, you're getting slick surround sound performance and impressive virtualized Dolby Atmos and DTS-X immersion in a compact bar and subwoofer package. The system isn't the best for music, you'd be better off with some bookshelf speakers. And there's no optical input for older TVs, otherwise, the only real downside is the wired speakers that plug into the subwoofer, limiting placement options. That's a small concession for true surround sound at this meager price, making the Vizio 5.1 SE a great option for movie nuts on a very tight budget. Ryan Waniata. Number 7. Sonos Arc Soundbar. The Sonos Arc, 9 out of 10 Wired recommends, may seem pricey for a single hulking tube, but it rewards your investment with smooth and detailed sound for music and movies, and immersive Dolby Atmos, with more bass than you'd expect. It also offers a nifty feature that lets you swap TV sound with the Sonos Ace, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends, as well as the ability to sync up with other Sonos speakers, though due to Sonos' recent app issues, we have only gotten the headphones function to work with iPhones so far. The Arc is otherwise still loaded with features, letting you stream content from multiple services and access Alexa or Google Assistant via built-in mics. It isn't cheap, and it's oddly short on inputs for the money, but its versatile design and excellent performance still make it a top option in its class for those after a single bar that does it all. Ryan Waniata.